European scientists have been trying to harness the energy process which takes place in the sun. If they're successful, they say nuclear fusion could provide a safe, clean and cheap form of power to meet the world's energy needs. Although scientists have managed to recreate the process, so far it uses more energy than it produces. But now, after 25 years of research and preparation, they hope they can enter a new phase.
Working from behind a protective screen, these technicians are cleaning up after the latest series of experiments in nuclear fusion. The masks protect them from a poisonous dust which coats the surface of the equipment. The dust is a side effect of a process which could change the world. Here at the European-funded JET project near Oxford, scientists are hoping fusion will be the answer to all our energy needs.
The materials which are required for the fusion reactions are abundant in the world, and they are very well equally distributed around the world, so this is very good. And finally, fusion is relatively environmentally friendly, although one has to say that there is also a decommissioning problem. The reactor has to be decommissioned at the end of its life.
Fusion is the energy process which takes place in the sun, which ultimately keeps us all alive. Within a giant metal donut called a torus, two types of hydrogen, deuterium and tritium, are brought together to produce energy and waste helium. Because it's a nuclear process, it produces radiation. And every time engineers want to change something in the reactor, they have to send in robots, linked to operators in the control room. They even have a mock-up of the real reactor to test out the procedures.
We've invented a remote handling system which can adapt. So we can use this remote handling system to perform any of the tasks which are thrown at us. And we've done that by trying to make the remote handling system replace exactly the man. So it's as if a man were doing the work himself. It's not robots that are doing the work.
But as sophisticated as they may be, the robots are only a means to an end. Scientists believe fusion could change people's attitude to nuclear power, because in theory, it's a lot safer.
It is virtually impossible that a fusion reactor could run away like in the Chernobyl accident, because as soon as the conditions for fusion are not exactly met, the fusion reaction extinguishes itself. Like in a coal fire, if you don't have enough coal, then it immediately goes out.
The JET fusion project is about to enter its next phase with a new series of experiments. Having shown nuclear fusion can work, the engineers now need to refine the process so it generates rather than uses electricity. At the moment, despite the sophisticated-looking technology, it can't even power a light bulb. It's now estimated it will take 50 years before fusion becomes economically viable, which, at a cost of £400 million a year, is a big investment for a technology which may never become a reality. Richard Hollingham, BBC News, Oxford.
And now from science to a bit of social advice. Brush up.